Getting started again is really hard after being gone for such a long time. But it's been 4 months and I'm back, and as you can see, Shanna is with me. I'm a little rusty. I don't know which corner to point in, but I'm gonna give this a shot. So here we go. My name is Deborah, and this is my channel, Stitch the Stash. Today is Monday, May 31st, 2021, and I am back with FlossTube number 33. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back and checking out my channel after being gone for so long. And if you are a new subscriber and this is your first time checking out my video, I hope you enjoy. My channel is all about cross stitch and occasionally knitting, but there will be no knitting today. So yes, hi everyone, how are you? Today is Memorial Day here in the United States, and today is when we honor and remember all of our fallen soldiers. And what am I doing today? I am just staying home. I cleaned this morning, so I'm a little bit of a hot mess, and I had some time to myself in the house, so I thought, let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, I've been gone for 4 months, and I want to thank those of you that have reached out to me or made comments to me on other person's videos when they saw my comment, saying they missed me and they looked forward to when I returned, and here I am. Do I really want to go into where I've been for the past 4 months? Well, I've been here. I have been stitching. The last time I was here was the end of January, and I was doing a giveaway, and then I never came back. I had to, the weekend I was going to record, I wasn't able to, just life basically, and then each week just got harder and harder to come back. And March was a little bit of a hard month for me, especially towards the middle of the month. It was a month of remembering those loved ones close to me that have passed away. My brother's 8-year anniversary of his passing was middle of the month, and then a couple days later was 5 years for my father-in-law. And then also there's the 1-year anniversary of a very dear, close friend of mine that I've known for the past 20 years, and he lost his battle to cancer just as the pandemic was hitting us last year. So those 3 memories were within like 3 to 5 days of each other, so it just kind of got my spirits down, and I lost my joy, and I had a very hard time coming back to make a video. And then March turned into April. Again, all this time I've been stitching, but you know, my joy was gone, so I didn't feel the right space to come back and make another video with everything going on in the world and in our country, and then how I was feeling personally. It was just hard. And then, you know, May came, and while again I'm still stitching, I'm super excited to be stitching, you know, Mother's Day came, and Mother's Day was particularly hard for me this year. Many don't know that my husband and I went through many years of fertility treatments, and I've suffered 3 miscarriages, and this Mother's Day was particularly hard because it solidified that I will never be a mother to a human child. So I mean, I have my cats, and they are like children to me. They are an area where, as you can see, Shanna's going a little crazy, to where they fill the hole of, you know, not having my own human child. So Mother's Day was a little hard. But now we are at the end of the month and going into June, and I am back. So what do I have for you today? Because I have been stitching a lot for the past 4 months. I have finishes, I have whips, I have so much to share. And I'm not going to share it all with you today. So I thought today, just to get my toes back into the water of recording, I would share all my finishes with you. I've had quite a few finishes during February, March, and April. I have not had any finishes during May because my May plans kind of turned that upside down. And I'll go into that in a future video. So yes, let's go ahead and get started with, no, back up. I have some unfinished business. Okay, so end of January, I was doing a giveaway. And I was giving away 3 PDF patterns from Darling and Whimsy, one of her Quirky Quakers. And I picked those winners. Those winners were notified. Those winners have received their patterns. But I wanted to go ahead and thank Deanna from Darling and Whimsy, as when I reached out to her to ask her how we should get the patterns to my winners, she generously offered to sponsor my giveaway. And I told her it wasn't necessary, but she wanted to. So I thank her from the bottom of my heart for that. But what did I do? Well, then I went to her shop, and at the time she only had 3 more Quakers in her shop that I had not purchased, and I went ahead and purchased them. So I purchased the Quirky Quaker Puffin, I purchased her Quirky Quaker Bat, and then I purchased her Quirky Quaker Reindeer, which the printer, there was a clip art here that didn't print right on my printer, but yes. So I went ahead and purchased 3 of her patterns to complete my collection, but now she's released, I think, 5 more, and so I need to get those too. But I wanted to thank Deanna again from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me that you wanted to sponsor it. Also, a little bit of admin. I am hearing that YouTube is inserting ads on videos. From what I understand, when the video is first put out there, they're not adding any ads to it, but the longer the video is, I guess, further out from its live date and time, then they start putting their own ad. They put ads in it on people's videos, and I've never monetized my channel. I do not have ads. I asked for no ads to be put on my videos, but of course, you know, YouTube, they have, if you read their agreements, terms and conditions, there is a new blurb in there that says they reserve the right to insert ads into your videos. So if there are ads, there's nothing I can do about that. Again, I've never monetized my channel, but it makes you wonder, because now that they're putting ads in people's videos, like, why are they making money when you could be making pennies? But I'm not monetizing my channel, but I just wanted to put that out there. I don't see ads. I pay YouTube, so I don't have to see ads. So I personally don't know if they are there on my videos, but just in case they are, I have no control over that. Okay? All right, so I think that is it. So let's move on to what I have finished during the past 4 months. So what have I finished? I have finished quite a bit. As a refresher, I am trying to have 50 finishes this year to celebrate my turning 50 in August. So my hashtag is Stitch the Stash 50 for 50 in 2021. And as of right now, I'm at 17 finishes. I ended April being right on target, because I need roughly 4 finishes a month and then 2 months with an extra finish. So 5 finishes for 2 months of the year. And then I will have no problem meeting my 50 finishes. Now, I'm behind because I have no finishes for May. But that's okay. I'm not worried. I have plenty of things that I know that I have on the finish horizon, so I will get caught back up. I'm not going to stress over it. So what I have here is, first up, are partial FFOs. I have 4 of them, and I'll explain why they're partial. But last July, for 24 hours of cross stitch, I decided to start the 12 months of Lizzie Kate yearbooks. And you've seen me over the months try to finish 1 month ahead. So basically, like January's month, I was finished in December, etc. Well, I have one more month to finish, which is July, which will get finished in June, and I have finished the rest. So here is March, and I stitched all of these on 28 count linen by Lakeside Linen's Vintage Exemplar, and I used the called for DMC. So we have March is done and partially FFO'd. We have April. That's super cute. I love that little bunny. We have May. I really enjoyed stitching this one. This one stitched up really, really fast. And then we have June. I love the little bee skep and those mushrooms, the strawberries. This one was a lot of fun too. So when I say they're partially FFO'd, I have them laced. As you can see, here's my lacing. And I just need to adhere the felt pieces that I've cut out and put on the Velcro because the way I fully finish it is on a frame, and I Velcro them to the frame because my magnets and washers idea did not work out. My magnets weren't strong enough. My washers did not have any magnetization, so that didn't work out. Oh, I have these 4, plus I have February is partially FFO'd, and then I also have August and September partially FFO'd. So that leaves me with October, November, December to lace, and then July to finish stitching and lacing. So I'm super excited to have this series almost completely done. So now let's talk about what I have finished stitching in February, March, and April on top of my Lizzie Kates. These are not fully finished or FFO'd. Some of them I have an idea of what I want to do, but majority of them I don't. So we shall see. The first one that I finished is the Quirky Quaker by Darling and Whimsy. It is the Quirky Quaker Love Birds, and I stitched this on 32 count Lugana by Color and Cotton in the color Rose Water. I started this on February 14th for Valentine's Day, and I finished it on February 23rd. What I chose to do is the outside border I stitched using a sulky variegated color, and then the inside is a Color and Cotton, and off the top of my head I can't remember what color I used. But if you want to know, just let me know. Message me, put a comment down below, and I'll look it up for you. But it's been so long, I just don't remember. But I absolutely love this. I am planning on stitching all the Quirky Quakers. I just don't know how I'm going to fully finish them. Maybe put them in a stitchy journal. I'm not sure. I have no idea. So that's my first finish. My second finish is Stronger Together by the Fat Quarter Shop. I started this on February 2nd for Black History Month. Fat Quarter Shop created this pattern to honor the Black History Month, and this pattern has to do with the Underground Railroad. I absolutely love this. I finished it on February 24th. I stitched this on 40 count Picture This Plus linen in the color Dwarf, and I used all the called for DMCs. And I also stitched my initials and the year above, because my plans to fully finish this will be to make a little mini wall quilt, little miniature hanging quilt, and I'm going to cut this out and I'll put it on the back of my quilt. So I just need to pull out some fabric and sit at my sewing machine one weekend and get this done. I plan on, I know you can get these little hangers, picture hangers that has like little bar on it that you can slide a little mini quilt on it. So that's what I'm planning on doing. So it will just display on a shelf. So that was my second finish. My next one, oh, I love this one. I could not put this one down. And yeah, I loved every bit of stitching on her. This is Dreaming Girl by Barbara Anna Designs. She did this as a 4-part mystery sal, and this is the first time I actually kept up with a sal. I just could not put this one down. I started her on February 1st and finished her on April 3rd when the sal, just after the sal ended. I am stitching this, I stitched this on a 36 count linen by Lapin Loops in the color Berry Iced Tea. And I absolutely love her. I do have Dreaming Frida to stitch, and I also purchased the Garden Dream or Dreaming Garden girl to stitch. And I know she just came out with another mystery one that I have not purchased. I want to get the other 2 stitched first. But yeah, absolutely love her. I went with a little bit more of a wild fabric, and I have no regrets. She is perfect on this. Love her. My next finish was a January Whip Go Call. And it was for a finish because it's a series piece, and all of my series pieces except for 1 or 2 of them, I have them on my WhipGo board for a finish. This one is by Hands On Design. It is her Winter Chalk Talk, and it's her current chalk series. Words are hard. Seasonal series. And so far, the autumn one and the spring one has been released, and the summer one is heading to stores now. But I started this one for the winter solstice in December, and so that was on December 21st, and I finished this on March 6th. I stitched this on a 32 count linen Fabrics by Stephanie in the color Slate. And it's just all DMC, and I love, 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 love this one. And I was happy when it was finished because I had DMC 3865 burnout. I did not want to stitch with an off-white for quite a bit after this. But I love it. I do not know how I'm going to fully finish it. I just know that when I have all 4 of them done, I would like to have them interchangeable. So yeah, that is and it was a January WhipGo call for a finish, and I finished it. So I got to cross that box off. My next finish was also another WhipGo call. It was called in March, and it was also for a finish because it is the next one I chose to do in the series is the Little House Needleworks monthly sampler series, and this is August. And I started this one on February 28th and finished it on March 28th. And I probably spent about 8 stitching days on this. This did not take long when I focused on it. These patterns are not that large, and really they could be knocked out in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I just love the colors in this, and it was a super fun stitch. This is on a 28 count Lugana in the color Mushroom. Love it. And I need to go ahead and get another one in the series started because I'd like to get these done. I think that makes finish number 4. No, 5, I think. So, no, 4. It's finish number 4 in that series, so I'd like to get the rest of them done sooner than later because I've been working on them for a couple years. My next finish is huge because it's a project from 2018 that I finally have done. I started it during my very first time participating in Stitch Mania, and it took me forever to finish it, but I can say it's done now. It is Cat Lessons for People by Lizzie Kate. I started this on May 3rd, 2018 and finished it on April 2nd, 2021. My goal was not to carry this into another May. Absolutely love it. I stitched this on an 18 count vintage country mocha Ada. I used all of the called for colors except for the white. I switched it to Classic Colorworks Snowball because the called for was a whitish yellow, and I just did not like the way that looked when you stitched it up. So yep, there are a ton of counting mistakes in this, but you would never know. That's the one wonderful thing about this project is you can kind of fudge your counting mistakes. And I'm looking forward to getting this one framed and hanging on my wall because it's like, what, 2 years, 3 years overdue? 2 years? Yeah, 3 years overdue. Because really, this shouldn't take that long to stitch, and I struggled with the fabric. It's an 18 count Ada. I used 2 threads, and for me, that made it a very tight stitch. But yep, it's done now, so yeah, I can't wait to get a frame for it. 3 more finishes. This one is What's the Buzz by Hands On Designs. In 2020, I was supposed to attend the Fancy Works retreat in Indiana. Kathy from Hands On Design was one of the guest designers, and we still received our projects, and there was a little Zoom meetup with her and Janice Noteworthy Needle. She was the other designer. So in July of last year, there was a little Zoom meetup to discuss the project and how you finish it. Kind of went over the finishing instructions that we would have received in person. But I finally finished this one. I started this on February 9th of 2020, and I finished it on April 14th, 2021. And she has not released this one yet, but with all of her class pieces, she eventually does. So I imagine this one's probably coming sooner rather than later. It will be FFO'd into a little pillow finish. I will insert the picture of what it will look like here. Super adorable. Absolutely love it, but I probably will not FFO this until sometime this fall. Yep, but love it. It's just a bunch of different little bee motifs. Super, super fun. And the fabric is a 32 count Lugana. Fabrics by Stephanie in the color Colonial Parchment, and all the called for colors were Weeks Dye Works in the kit. All right, so my next finish, love this one, is Moo the Merrier by the Blue Flower. This was a free pattern that you needed to request from your local needlework shop or online needlework shop for the Needlework Expo this year. And I placed my Needlework Expo pre-orders with Abby at Top Knot Stitcher Shop, and I'd asked her if she could get this for me. And I love this so much. I started it on April 12th, and I finished it on April 23rd. The fabric is a 36 count mystery linen from Color and Cotton. It's this beautiful purple fabric. Every now and then they do mystery grab bags, and this came in one of the grab bags that I had purchased this year. All the colors are the sulky called for colors. Several designers that decided to create these little beautiful cows for Expo. Some of them were giving them away free. Some of them you purchased, which I have this free one, but then I purchased a few. And they all use the same set of sulky colors. Not all of them use all of the colors, but oh, this is perfect. I had so much fun stitching this, and this is a 36 count. A sulky thread equals maybe 1.5 to 2 threads, and DMC threads, and the coverage on this was perfect. I don't know how I'm going to fully finish her. Maybe a little pillow, but I'm so happy with her. She was a joy to stitch. All right, my last finish to share with you today is this is the October Wordplay by With Thy Needle and Thread. This was an April WIPGO call for a finish. It was a start and a finish, and I love how this turned out. I started this on April 17th and finished it on April 26th. And the color that I'm stitching the whole series on is 28 count Joblin in the color Clay Marbled. And I'm using all the called for colors on this. However, I did switch around a few of the colors because this is Gentle Arch Walnut, which I was running really, really low on, and so I took some of the words and changed them to be this color. I think only 1 or 2 of these words were supposed to be in this color, and I made it 3. You'd never know that I switched things around if I didn't tell you, because I think it just looks fantastic. My only thing is like, I felt like there could be a few more October-ish items in it, like where are the candy corns? Where's the black cat? Where is, oh, there was something else. Oh, bats. Where's the little bat? And I almost added them in myself because there's a lot of empty space right here that I could have taken these out and added them in. I could have taken out some of these pumpkins and added some things in, but I just wanted to get it done by the time I decided, is like, you know, that's to chart them myself or search for patterns that had those in them myself. It would just take too much time. So I just went ahead and finished it as is, but I love it. I loved how it turned out. It was a lot of fun to stitch, and this stitched up really quickly. I think I've only finished 3 in the series, so I have the rest to finish. I just started April, so we're working on that. So that is all of my finishes. So 13 finishes in total over a 3-month period. I am ecstatic over that. And my plan is, even though I didn't have any finishes in May, that in June I'm going to get back on that finish train and see exactly what I can get done. I need to get caught up with my 50 for 50 this year. So I'm interested to see where I'll land at the end of June. But that's all I'm going to share with you today, because I have a lot of whips and I want to share everything with you. I have them sitting next to me to share. So I'm probably going to do another video that just shares with you all the whips that I've been working on up till May. Which would include like my zombie run pieces for the, there's a stitching group that I belong to, and then we do a zombie run. It's an annual, or not, it's a yearly challenge where I have 4 focus pieces and I have to stitch so many miles a month and I have to stitch on each one. So I want to share those with you. I want to share, I have a couple of starts before May. I just have some things I want to share with you. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back with a May recap video of all the things that I worked on in May, because I started a lot of things, and so if I put those 2 videos together, it's going to be way too long. So yeah, that is it. I do not know how long this video will be. Hopefully not super long. I hope you enjoyed. I know that it's been a while since I've been here, and I'm hoping to get back on a regular schedule of some sort. My husband and I are still working from home. I am working from home until at least after Labor Day in September. And then we'll be going to some sort of hybrid schedule, so many days in the office, so many days at home. Don't know what that schedule will look like yet, but yeah, so we're still working from home. Not sure when my husband will be going back to the office, but we are both fully vaccinated. It's been at least 3 weeks since we've received our 2nd shot, so we're fully vaccinated. We're getting out a little bit more. I am trying to get out and get in the mornings, get into a walking routine, because I really need to take care of myself. This past year has been rough for all of us, and now that the weather is beautiful out, I'm planning on getting out and going down to the park in the water and get my morning walks in. We started juicing again. We're big juicers. We've been juicing for many, many years and got away from it during this last year because of the pandemic. We had a hard time getting our hands on the fresh vegetables that we like. So we've been doing that now for, I think, 5 weeks now. We juice like 4 to 5 times a week. So just trying to take care of my health and mentally, emotionally, get back into the joyous, happy place. So this is where I'm going to end this one. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you've been working on. If you had any big finishes lately, just say hi. So yeah, with that, I hope you all have a wonderful stitchy week, and I will be back soon with my next video. Take care. Happy stitching. Bye.